Hello there, people of the universe. My name is MichSciFi, and welcome back to PC Building Simulator. Oh, it's been a hot minute since we did a video of this on the channel. But anyway, I booted this game up a moment ago. I then realised Sonic Generations was still open, so I had to quickly close both games and make sure Weekly didn't fucking blow up. But at the same time, the music for the menu was a weird, cool rap, which I'll put a link to below in the heart of the TARDIS, because I was trying to reopen the game and find that music, but it wouldn't let me. So I googled PC Building Simulator rap, and then I actually found the rap itself. So I was opening a Chrome tab so there was more light on my face. So I found it, and I'll put a link to it below so you can listen to it, because it was stellar. And I'm not going to play it here just in case it isn't allowed. Okay, so this PC, we're going to put this in storage. This is one we built on stream last night because, I don't know if you saw that, but that little Master Chief thing, that's my desktop on my actual computer. 2 monitors. So, this video might be a little boring for some of you because it's going to be fairly long, edited, but not cut it down too much. So what I'm going to do, obviously you guys know my whole dream YouTube thing. I want this to be my job. I want to have like a standing desk so I can like stand up in videos. I won't stand up now because I ain't got any trousers on because it's warm in here, so I'm just in my underwear. Like, I have a standing desk, I have 3 monitors, I want to have ring lights, a new PC as amazing as Wheatley is. I'd like to have one that's more powerful, can do VR, so standing desk, I can do VR videos, like really, really ambitious stuff, but I can only do that if the channel succeeds and I can make enough money from the channel, blah, blah, blah. So in this video, we're in free mode, so there's no limitations, we're basically going to build my dream PC, and because this game is annoying where if you go into another tab, it closes it minimizes the game. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have my Amazon wishlist open on my phone. Okay, so the first part, which isn't on Amazon, I'm actually getting it from scan.co.uk. And you know what? All the parts to my dream PC, I'm going to link below. Not all of them are in this game. For example, this Cooler Master Case H500P isn't the one I'm going to get. The one I want to get for my dream setup is a 500M. Side panel, thumb screw. And I like in the right corner, it basically shows the value of each of your parts. There's a slight chance people in the comments, if they give a shit about this kind of stuff, so hello, they might have a look at the parts and be like, yo, you can get it for cheaper from here. Which, if that is the case, then do not hesitate to hit me up. Okay, right, so we've got the case. First step is the motherboard, which the exact one I want to get is in the game. The motherboard and the CPU I want to get are in the game. And the motherboard I want to get is the Asus ROG Strix X470F Gaming. This is like the AMD one, but I know there is also, I would go Intel, but Wheatley's AMD, and I've done some research on parts, specifically a CPU, which we'll get to. And the CPU I'm looking at on the website, I mean, it could have just been advertised to make it look good, but it was saying how it was comparing it, and one of the things it was better at than an i7 was media encoding. So let's screw the motherboard in. I won't show all of this, because even if you saw the stream or didn't, it is pretty boring. Be even more boring in real life. One thing I love, I did always say when I was doing this game, when I first did the series, I did say I was going to do a 3rd episode of the story, which I didn't do because I recorded it, but it was just all same, so there was no fucking point. So I was at some point going to do a 3rd episode, what would instead have been me building my dream PC, and that would have been the end of the series. And the reason I'm doing it now, besides the fact that I forgot about it before, and other games got in the way, and Subnautica and all that shit, the reason I'm doing it now is because with the channel at monetization level, it is possible that one day, and I want to one day do a video or a live stream of me building this PC in real life. Okay, the CPU we're going to be getting, I think it's a Ryzen 2700X. Yes, it is a Ryzen 7 2700X, because, or 2700, yeah. That's not on my wishlist either because that's from a different website. Okay, so then we close the CPU shield. Then we get the CPU cooling. So, for those of you who are familiar with PC building, forgive the atrocity I'm about to make. And it isn't just that I made the atrocity, it is the fact that for the rest of this video, I don't realise. Forgive me. Which the cooler I want to get, which was recommended to me by my good buddy GTA Psycho, is the Thermal Take Flow Ring with 2 eyes. So that's not in the game. But the closest, as in a 360 RGB one, is this one, because it has a circular heatsink, which is what that has. Oh, that's why. Hang on, because on stream yesterday, it wouldn't let me put a rear fan in. And I think it was because of clearance. I could have an air cooler, I just don't like them. I think they're too bulky. I'd never have water cooling, because as cool as water cooling PCs are, okay, 120 does fit. As cool as water cooled PCs are, it just scares me, and I'm not experienced enough to make it in a way where I wouldn't be afraid of a mistake. Okay, so the fans are plugged in. So we've got 6 fans in total, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wheatley's got 6 fans, but all of them are 120, whereas on this bad boy, I think they're 120 as well. That's 120 and they're 200, so plenty of air. Because the way it works is, if you don't already know this is basic knowledge, but for those who don't, air is pulled in from the front, which is one thing I hate about Wheatley's case. Like, there isn't a lot of, like, I don't know, you can't see it from here, but there's 2 mesh grills here, and the rest is either acrylic or like just plastic, or not plastic, whatever it's made out of. So as cool as the case is, there isn't a lot of airflow, which I don't like. And you would think Michael is your championship belt influxing airflow or preventing. No, because the vents, like if you looked top down through the belt, the vents are not blocked. So yeah, so the air comes in, cold air to keep all the parts cool, and then warm air is pulled out the back or sucked out through the top, hence the mesh, and lots of mesh, and it's really cool. Because on the case I want to get on the 500M, on the front you can have a choice between tempered glass or a mesh front. I'd swap it out for the mesh because all the other panels are tempered glass. So I can afford to have one mesh, and considering it's the biggest fans where you get the most airflow, I'd rather have it be mesh. So anyway, CPU is in, motherboard is in, which are the exact versions I want to get for the future. Case is more or less the same. The only things that are different are more cosmetics, outside things. In terms of alignment, like power supply shroud and all that, it's more or less the same. One thing that isn't the same is on the case I want to get, so the newer version of this version doesn't have ports on the back of the motherboard tray where you can mount SSDs. Okay, so they're in now for the RAM, which I think, if I remember correctly, okay, RAM, okay, G skill. Now, as you see this, you are going to say, Michael, that RAM is fuck off expensive. And you're right, but for my Mark II, I want it to be stupidly overpowered, just so, like, I'm done with it. I'm having 4 16s, like 2 16s, then another 16s. So altogether, that's 64 gigs, which I admit is a lot. Wheatley's got 16 gigs, which is enough commonly. The only difference with Wheatley is it's DDR3. But even then, 16 gigs of DDR4 would still be enough. So 32 or even 64 is overpowered. I realise that. But for the Mark II, I don't want to piss money away on him, but I want to, because Wheatley was a budget and I'm very proud of him, but with my Mark II, I don't want to budget anything. So RAM's in. You'll notice that a lot of this is going to be RGB, and the annoying thing is you can't install RGB strips in this game yet. Anyway, so that's in memory, storage now. The M.2 I want to get for the Mark II is going to be a 500 gigahertz. The closest in here is a 512. So I'll take it. I know you may be thinking, Mike, well, you might be thinking this, Michael, like with the RAM, the game's giving you more power. Yeah, I know, but 3866, I'd rather it be rounded. I'd rather lose 12 gigs for the sake of OCD being happy. Oh, I'm so nervous right now of doing something wrong or making this video not very entertaining. For anyone interested, the 500 gigabyte, well, 512, M.2, I'd have for like Windows and shit. Wait, EVGA. I'm pretty sure it was an 850 watt. Plug it in, and yes, it's modular because black cables. Because even with a power supply shroud, which is basically a basement so you can't see the power supply, or the mustard cables, which this case sadly, which that power supply sadly has, whereas with these ones, all these ports, you get a load of cables with them, and you use as many cables as you want. So any excess ones, you don't use them, and you don't have to hide them, you just don't plug them in full stop. Now for the hard drives. Now, on the Mark II, I'm going to have two 2TB SSDs, but because this case in the game doesn't allow me to mount them on the back of the motherboard tray, like the 500M, what I'm going to get, excuse me, I'm going to improvise. For anyone interested as well, the way it would work is I'd have a 500GB M.2 for Windows and everything else like that. I'd have a 1TB SSD for programs and stuff like editing software, everything Adobe that I've totally bought. Then the two 2TB SSDs, what would go on the back, one will be for games and one will be for saved videos. Currently I've got a 120 SSD and then I've got 2 1TB hard drives, which are both there. And now you might be thinking, Michael, why SSDs? Why not one SSD, one M.2 and then 2 like normal hard drives? Because for a lot of people, and like in recent years, people are just saying like SSDs, while they cost more, they are just better. So I don't know, I mean, if I'm wrong with that, someone tell me. But okay, anything else? I think it's just time to cable this sumbitch up. Okay, PC parts. We're going to put the power supply shroud back in. Then we're going to install one more SSD, which is annoying because the one I'm going to find is ugly. Oh wait, no. Oh, I used that one in the stream because I didn't spot this one because 960 is the closest. Oh, Michael, it's giving you more. 960 is less. What's your excuse now? Ha! Drink. Did the game just fart? Also, $2,000. We are actually nearly at what I've calculated the price of the system's going to be because you can see my bare fucking thigh. I'm thick with 7 C's. If you look at my journal, because Lucy helped me do this. Bear with me, people of the universe. Here we go. Basically, you can't... I hope that's in focus. And we basically calculated the price of my desk, the monitors I'd want, the speakers, everything else. But with the PC, it came to 1,409, which 600, 1,000, and 400. So I understand it's a lot more. And it will be a while before I can afford this. Which is why when I do buy this system, I want to do it through YouTube money, because then I can look at a boss-ass PC, stupidly overpowered, and be like, I made that through YouTube. Last thing, which is going to make the budget... Okay, wait. Okay, we got $2,925, which, hang on, let's see what that attests to. We're going to ask Google this instead of typing it. $2,925 in GB pounds.
$2,025 equals £1,596 and 14 pence.
So this version costs more than the Dream one. Oh, wait, hang on. To be fair, I think I did change some of the things in the Dream one. Oh, no, hang on. No, it's because in this, I didn't include GPU or storage. Because the GPU, I couldn't find a 1080 in stock. And the storage, I was still unsure on about the 2TB SSDs. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, now we add the GPU, which is going to cripple me. And yes, I am going to get a 1080. Why? Because I want to do VR. Okay, what one looks nice? 11 GB, nah. 8 GB, that's alright. Okay, I don't think we can get less than 8 GB. So with that man, we'll get this one. I admire this case allowing sideways, but I don't like it. Because in my opinion, I think it's going to... Because like you see those PCIe slots there, you can basically mount it, like you can mount it sideways, but then when the side panel's on, it might block the heat. Stupid! For that reason, will you let me install it here? Thank you. I don't want to put it in sideways, because that's stupid. And as well, if you put it in sideways, you can't do SLI. Michael, how much power do you want? Enough to destroy the world. Also, in the Dream Builder of 2 SSDs there, and 1 there, I would also put an XT Hue Plus there, which basically gives you all the RGB in the fucking world. That's what I love about all versions of this case. There's so much ways of hiding your cable tidy. Right, now, we just have to cable this sumbitch up. Okay, so first we plug in the motherboard. I'm going to try and do this as realistically as I can. Case fan. Yep, then we connect the cooler. Then we can also connect the motherboard. Okay, that goes to there. Then that goes to there. I don't like how the cables are either. That's not how I do it. That's the power, and then the mini one is the data. So you give it power, then you've got to connect the data, which basically allows you to transfer all your saved porn. Because if you're just giving it power, that's great. But, and I'll show you, because I did this on stream. Right, you see these? These have all got power and data. If I unplug the data cable, then it just says 0 GB out of 0. And there's also how much storage I use. There, and then the top one, third, yeah. As well, with these cables, you'd put them, like, can you see, like, I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, like, there's cutouts on the case, so you could feed the cables under, and then you put them through the black rubber grommets. Like, you see how the cables are poking through here? That's so that a cable from the SSD would go under and then around, so it's a much cleaner connection. But again, I shouldn't get triggered. Like, wait till you see how it plugs in the GPU. Like, you don't do that. You have it go under. You can see it there. It goes under. Like, why? It's different. I'm sorry. 3 fans, which is nice. And I think we're done. What are we missing? £3,000. Oh, that's fucking painful. That is genuinely painful. $3,655 in pounds.
$3,655 equals £2,881 and 9 pence.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. But at the same time, 1,500 or 400 on the written document, and the GPU and the storage, I'm not surprised it's added quite a bit. But as I said, this game might not be entirely accurate, and some things I might buy I might get cheaper, so we don't know. Like the CPU, As said, the conversion might be a bit different, but see, you can cover all your cables up. Some people have debated not using all the cable coverers. Like on the one I want to get, like there's this thing. Some people debate not having it because this side, the panel isn't just steel, it's tempered glass. So people have debated removing this steel port so you can see your tidy ass cables, which I don't know how I would do, but we'll see. Here it is. Wait.
Building the ultimate PC is my vision. We can BIOS the app to disk utilities. Construct this beast to the
Don't need to use the PCIe covers because I can't put them back on.
I roll my own. Customized specs are the ultimate goal. Liquid cool from the top to the floor. Gotta keep that heat down. Yo, the power is roll.
It's weirdly catchy.
That's the brain of the beast. Overclocked Molly call latest release. It powers all things with the greatest of ease. Gotta think through each component decision.
Which is true.
Building the ultimate PC is my vision.
True.
Tweaking bio.
Which I cannot achieve without your guys' support of the channel. Okay, now to plug everything, plug in your graphics card. Wait, one thing I love about this game, you can actually press the button, so... Yeah, boy! And we got an achievement! Look at that. Ah, and the wrap ended. Look at that. That is cool. Obviously, I am going to mess around with the RGB. Let me just take off the front panel. Yeah, you can see it a bit better. Like, I am going to mess around with the RGB now, like in the little PC. But that looks really cool. I'm proud of that. Because one thing I do want with my future PC is when Mr. Raw and whoever else might live with us comes in my office, they're like, whoa, why is the corner of Michael's room a seizure? Oh, it's his computer. Because that much rainbow stuff. I mean, it would mean I can't have anyone around who's got epilepsy, but not the point. Oh, so it wasn't the same anyway, it was just static in general. Yeah, the air comes in the same colour, goes out the same colour. That's a really weird way of looking at it, but that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, now for... I do want something on the computer to be solid purple. I think I'm going to make the motherboard green. Because when I eventually... Because these fans will be rainbow, and then the RGB strip, I think, will either be rainbow or a solid white, so you can see inside. I don't know yet. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to make that green. Because I want to have all my favourite colours in the dream build. See, that's what I don't like. I don't like the breathe effect. Okay, if I speed it up. See, that doesn't look that cool. Or what if I have flash? That was something I actually tried and actually liked it. Okay, again. Nah. I think I'm going to have the RAM be, what about purple and red? And then keep the cooler blue. Okay, so first, these two. We're going to go with a... Oh, yeah, I want to go with flash. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to go with... I don't like that red, but I do like purple and red together. Yeah, I like that a bit more. Yeah, I think I like that a bit. I like that. We've got some rainbow, we've got some green, we've got some red and purple, and then we have got some blue. And on the cooler I want to get, I don't know if you can make... Well, no, on the cooler that I'm getting, you can have addressable RGB. What does a breathing blue look like? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I do not hate that. What do we think? Obviously the cables. For the record, in real life, I say it again, the cable tie would be better than this. But what do we think? I'm still a bit unsure about the breathing, but I love the RAM. Let's get a close look in all this. Like, I love... Like, imagine just when we're doing panoramic. Obviously, it'd be a lot slower than that. Like, I love the rainbow of the back and front fans. Like, as you can see it there. If you zoom in, you can see it. I do love how that looks. I love the RAM, like the red and purple. I really love that. I don't know if I'd have it be purple and red, not red purple, if that makes sense. Yeah, I prefer purple red. Sorry, that was really finicky because when I did this stream yesterday, I couldn't understand how to do the RAM. I like that fan. I'm glad that, yeah, because the whole of it lights up, not just the fan, like the whole shell lights. But I think that's really cool. Like the amount of colour on this is brilliant, and I do love the flashing orange, like power, power, power. Games, no game can defeat. Yeah, I think you get what I'm driving at. But anyway, we'll leave the top panel on, but not these two so you can see, because it chooses my wallpaper for me, which I think is really sweet. Obviously mine has two monitors, so you don't get the full effect. But even so, it's still really cool. I wish my computer booted up that fast. Wheatley boots up in 32 seconds. There you go. That's mine. the way it works is on 2 monitors, it stretches across. So Chief's there, and then it goes all the way across. But anyway, there you have it. And that is where, do you mind? That is where I'm going to leave this episode here. I am sorry if this was really long and boring for most of you. But at the same time, for those who did click on it, knowing what it was and knowing that they wanted to watch it, thank you so much. That means the world to me. I know a lot of this is very ambitious to be like, oh, this is how much it costs in game, and this is a similar price to what I want, what it's going to be in real life. And I realise that, but it's how determined I am to one day make enough money off my videos to be able to buy a PC, what I can look at and be like, yeah, I afforded that with my wages. Oh, what's your job? YouTube. Holy shit, you make enough money to do that. And not in a vain way, but just to be proud. I don't know if you will have any questions from this video, but if you do, leave them in the comments. We'll talk about it. And if anybody has any tips or things they'd change in this, what would be better for me, please do hit me up in the comments and let's just talk about PC shit. And if you don't understand this and you watched all the way through to try and understand, then I fucking salute you. Because when I first started getting into PC stuff, it is really complicated. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please remember to leave a like and a comment, and of course share with your friends, as it really does help with the channel. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, I'll see you guys back here next time. Bye.